My top 10 traps in Minecraft. I'm going to be ranking them on camouflage, so how well they blend into their surroundings, difficulty to pull off, so the timing of it and how hard it is to actually kill someone with it, and difficulty to build, so how complex the redstone is or how expensive some of the parts may be, and please enjoy. This is the TNT tree. It's a really cool trap with an observer looking at the bottom of a tree. Of course, there would normally be grass and you're in a forest. And then under the observer, make sure your observer is looking up, will be an activator rail with as many TNT minecarts. The more the better. So basically, you're going to want to build this near someone's house, so as they come to break the tree, it'll activate it. And after a little, the fuse goes off, you'll absolutely get flung, because I'm in creative. But if I was in survival there, I would have definitely died. It's funny, somehow some of the tree lived. But, great trap, super easy to pull off. There is just that slight chance that nobody, mines the tree. So it's not a great trap. So it's like a 4 on difficulty to pull off, since somebody might just not come. 10 out of 10 on camouflage. It's literally just a random tree. So, and super easy to build. It's an activator rail, an observer, and a bunch of TNT minecarts. So really good trap overall. This is the knockback tree. All it is the tree with the corner cut out like this, with a perfectly placed hole. Normally you can have dripstone, and then you're gonna get your friend to follow you, because from here it looks like a perfectly normal tree if you don't look too hard. And then as you're walking by it, you gotta hit your friends in with any sword. It just has to have knockback too, and boom, they're in your trap. It's a pretty good at camouflaging. It isn't that obvious if you're standing like here. It's not obvious at all from here, but if you're walking from this angle, you can clearly see something's wrong with the tree. So it's like a solid 6.5 on camouflage. Difficulty to pull off, timing's kind of hard because your friend will be walking. It won't be a standing still armbar stand like I had here, so kind of difficult to pull off. Maybe like a 6 on difficulty to pull off. And super easy to build. You literally just remove a part of the tree and put a hole under it and get yourself a knockback 2 sword. This is a spleef trap. All you're gonna need is to have an efficiency 5 shovel, someone chasing you, and your plan set. As they run over it, you're gonna break the dirt under them, letting them fall to their death on dripstone. Really good trap. 10 out of 10 camouflage. I mean, it's literally, you can't tell the difference between the grass in a whole open field. It's an insta-mine, so it's not even that hard to pull off. Like a 7 out of 10 on difficulty to pull off, and really not that expensive. Like a 7, also a 7, maybe 6.5, since it is pretty hard to get a diamond shovel. So not that expensive, somewhat difficult to pull off, and great camouflage. I mean, overall a pretty good trap. This is the couch trap. How you're going to want to pull it off is you're going to sit down in this minecart and get your friend to sit down in the minecart next to you. Once they're sitting, say, I'm going to be back now, I'm just grabbing something. Then you're going to walk around the wall, flick this lever, dropping your friend into your trap. And it's a really simple redstone. All it is this lever is connected to this piston, that redstone torch which is powering this piston. Then as this gets powered, switches off the redstone torch, pulling the stair that's holding the minecart down. Then after a few ticks, powering this redstone torch off, pulling the stair, the minecart, and that other piston to the side, dropping your friend down into your trap. Really simple. Kinda difficult to redstone, but it's really not that hard. So like a 7 out of 10 on difficulty to build. To pull off, really easy. If you're notorious for trapping, maybe not. No one's gonna want to sit down in your couch. But if you're not, then literally just get them to sit down. Make sure they don't sit in the wrong minecart. That's why I would sit there and then ask them to sit next to you. And difficulty to pull off, really not that hard. Once they're sitting, you just walk around and flick the lever. So overall, pretty good trap. Maybe like a 7 out of 10 overall. This is the staircase trap. All you're gonna need is someone chasing you and a pressure plate. As they're chasing you, you place this pressure plate at the top. Right as they're chasing you, I'm gonna put an item on it so you can see what happens. These bottom ones retract, the middle ones just stay there. The top ones get pushed forward, so as your enemy's chasing you, they just hit their head on this and fall right into your trap. 10 out of 10 camouflage. 6, maybe 5 out of 10, 4 to 5 out of 10 on difficulty to pull off, since the timing is pretty hard. But really simple redstone. All it is under the pressure plate is 3 redstone that power these 3 pistons, pushing the top layer out. Then it's linked to this redstone torch, so when it gets powered, the redstone torch switches off, retracting these 3 pistons. So maybe a 5 to 6 out of 10 on difficulty to build, so overall pretty good trap. Okay, let's just pretend this is your friend's house. I hope he can build better than a villager, but let's just pretend. As he walks in on a normal day, he goes to sleep, maybe he crafts something, and then boom. Obviously, if he was in survival like he should be, he would be dead. Great, phenomenal camouflage, I must say. He couldn't tell, especially if already had a pressure plate. If you're wondering, it's an activator rail under his pressure plate, activating a bunch of TNT minecarts. And all that does is make his entire house go boom, except his roof somehow. I don't know how. I had like 20 TNT minecarts there. But he definitely wouldn't be alive unless he was wearing max blast protection, netherite armor, and like 10 totems of undying. Great camouflage. Not perfect camouflage, because if you didn't already have a pressure plate, so maybe like a 6, or in between a 6 and an 8, I would say. Difficulty to pull off, really easy. There's just that slight chance that he hears the TNT and immediately runs away. Difficulty to build, super easy. It's just the activator rail with TNT minecarts, and if your friend already doesn't pressure plate to go with his house, well, now his roof. But overall, a pretty good trap. This is the strip mine trap. So, basically how it works is there's an observer in your friend's strip mine with a block in front of it. And that observer is connected to this redstone line, switching off this redstone torch, unpowering all these pistons. So let me stand back and do it. You place this block, your friend thinks no problem, let me just break it, and then they fall right into your trap. Really simple, not that complex. Great camouflage, like a 9 out of 10, maybe an 8.5 out of 10 on camouflage, since it's a little suspicious that there's just a random block there. Like a 10 out of 10 on difficulty to pull off. I mean, there's a chance your friend just never uses the same strip mine again, but I don't know why they would do that. So like, yeah, 10 out of 10 on difficulty to pull off. Difficulty to build, like a 7. It's somewhat confusing, but not that confusing. This is the cobbled deep slate chain bridge. Basically, you're gonna run while someone's chasing you and jump to the side of the block, and then they are gonna be chasing you, run, and fall right into your trap. Basically what happened, if you didn't catch it, if you look from the side, there's actually a chain here, which is like the exact same color as this cobbled deep slate. So if you're running here, you really cannot see that there's a chain there. So if you jump to the side, the hitbox is so small that you can just stand next to it, but your enemy will just jump right into it, falling into your trap. So great camouflage, unless you're getting chased from this side, this side, this side. So maybe like a 6.5 out of 10 on camouflage. Super easy to pull off if you're like somewhat good at parkour. You just need to jump to the side of the block. So like a 7 out of 10 on difficulty to pull off. and super easy to build, like a 10 out of 10 on difficulty to build. I mean, it's one chain which costs 2 iron nuggets and an ingot and a bunch of cobbled deep slate. This is the bubble elevator trap. So basically, you're going to put some valuables on top of the bubble elevator. So your friend sees them, sees the bubble elevator and thinks, oh, easy, I'm going to go take my friend's valuables. But then they actually get into this inescapable trap because for some reason, if water has bubbles, then you just can't escape. Like, the lava won't collide with the water, so it's not going to turn into obsidian. You surround the lava in obsidian so that the lava kills you before you can break the out. And unless you have an inventory of frickin' totems of undying, fire resistance potions, and maxed out fire protection armor, I think it's gonna work quite freaking well. You can lure your friend up with other things, like put some chests up there and ask your friend to go get something. It doesn't have to be valuables, and it should be more valuable than these signs, but a great camouflage, great way to pull it off, really cheap, like a 7 out of 10 on everything. Because it's not the cheapest. You need to have gone to the nether. You need actual valuables up there. So, yeah, solid 7 throughout all 3 rankings. And finally, the best trap of the video. It's the easiest to pull off, the best camouflage, and the just super good trap. I mean, it's a 80 block hole with water at the bottom. If you look really closely, you can see the water. All you're going to want to do is ask your friend to jump down. Nice and simple. But as you jump, you're going to see a chest and fall to your death. Great trap. Super cheap. It's literally water and a chest and just dig a hole. Since how it works is, since a chest is technically an entity, if you get far enough away, you just don't see it anymore, but you can still see the water. Right there, you can see the water, but right here, you can see the chest. So if you make your hole deep enough, you just won't be able to see the chest. So just the best trap, I must say, phenomenal.